What's up, guys? It's Jeremy Terra from Rogue Realm Studios, and I'm here to teach you a quick, dirty way of animating your words in a lyric video. This is my first tutorial video. I just wanted to help out the community the best way I can. And so if this is terrible, let me know in the comments. First time going, let's see how it goes. So you find a background that you want to use. It could be a video clip, it could be a picture, it could be a few pictures, animating, whatever you want. This is a quick and dirty tutorial, so I did a quick dirty find for a video file. So this video file is just creepy hallway zooming out. Got it from Storyblocks, Lifesaver website. I get a lot of my assets from there for quick videos that need to be done, but I usually like to make my own. So usually I would go into like a 3D software program and make this if I have time. So let's get to it. So first begin with going to videocopilot.com. I will have a link in the description to get this plugin. This plugin has saved me so much time with animating. It's unreal because my old way of doing this took so long. So if you go to www.copilot.net, and then I'm pretty sure they have a tab for this, but my link will send you straight here to this blog area. And then you can download FXConsole. This thing's amazing. Basically, you set up a keybind to open up FXConsole and After Effects. And then a little search bar will come up wherever your mouse is. It'll come up. So that's really cool. So let's say you're on, let's just add a word. I cannot spell walking like that. So you just add that. And then when you click on the word, do your keybind. There you go. You want to find a drop shadow. Type in drop shadow, done. There's the drop shadow. And then you just raise the distance a little bit, raise the softness, opacity, just a hair. There you go. Now you have a drop shadow. See? Drop shadow. So this thing's amazing for quickly adding effects. But I also found out that you could add your own presets in here, which changed my video editing workflow completely. So what you do to add your own preset is you first make the effect you want. So let's say you want to make the basic word come up from the bottom of the screen into position. So usually you would go keyframe the position, go back 5 frames, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, alt bracket, and then bring it down. And there's your keyframe. Kind of boring. But if you do this, so let's bring this over here because I'm going to do a whole like little phrase in a minute. So let's type in transform and you'll get this transform effect. And you can only do this preset with transform. I tried making it with just the position of the word and it gave me an error. So it doesn't work. You have to use a transform, which is fine. It doesn't make it any more difficult or anything. So keyframe the position, go back 5 frames, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, alt bracket, and then bring this down like so. There you go. Now you got this. So same thing, kind of boring. Now you want to add, so let's hit U on here to pull up the keyframe. So we want to add an expression to this position to make it more lifelike, have more life to it. So usually people add like a wiggle or something to it. I usually do if it's quick. But for this animation itself, a wiggle won't do much. It's still gonna go up there, stop, and just start wiggling. So let's hit Alt and left click on that, get rid of that. And then I'll have this in my description as well. It's going to be in a Google Drive. So just click the link and then download it. You're going to pull up this expression, the inertia bounce right here. And I gave you like a little note of what does what. So less or more decay, more longer bounce, less shorter bounce. So the decay, so like when you're dropping a basketball and then it starts like towards the end, it starts to really go fast. That's what decay is. It's actually, no, that's the frequency. Sorry. Decay is how long it's going to happen. So how long is the basketball going to basically bounce? And then the frequency is how fast it's going to bounce. And the amplitude is how intense it is. So if you raise this amplitude a lot, it's going to really bounce. And it's really sensitive, hence why I put the note super sensitive. So here's the parameters you can tweak. But I found that this is a pretty good area. I think I actually tweaked my ending preset because when I had a whole bunch of words together, the bouncing were like kind of going, they were hitting the words together, like they were hitting each other. So I had to scale it back a little bit. So we'll bring this in like so. Copy. Come down here and paste it. There you go. So now with just that expression, this brings it more life. But see how intense that was? So I would need to turn down the amplitude like to like 0.2. Wow, even more. And then turn down the frequency, I believe. Turn that down to 2 as well. Yeah, frequency. Yeah, so you might just have to just tune it to what you need. Some people really like the really bouncy look to words, and sometimes it does work depending on the music. But that's basically how you get a more lifelike word animation like that. So now what you do to make this a preset is you take this transform and then you highlight the position. You highlight all this. And then you go up here and then you save the animation preset. So we'll hit save. And then you want to save this in the expression, which is under here. Adobe After Effects, support files, preset, text, and then expressions. You want to save this under expressions because you're saving that position expression. Because if you just go in here and save it as a animate in, let's say, if you save it under here, it won't copy over that expression. That was the biggest thing that I was having a hard time understanding. Because I was just like, oh, dude, I want to add this as an animation preset, but it won't save. So I thought you just couldn't save expressions. But then I found that folder, and I was like, oh, you can. So yeah, you just save it in as whatever you want. So that would technically come from the bottom, so I named mine bottom. And the reason why I didn't name it like fly in from the bottom or something like that is because when you go in here, you only get like 3 letters. So I can understand that that's bottom. So to save that as a preset, like for your FXConsole, you go into settings, and then you go into shortcuts right here. And to add a shortcut, you hit new. You type it in, so bottom. Here's the preset right here, like that. And you just put it in like that, and then it automatically gives it the number, so whatever order you have it in. So now, I already have this, but now, if I go here, hit OK, and I hit Control Space, I have it as 3, so if I hit the number 3 on my keyboard, it's going to apply that effect, which is super helpful when you have to do this so many times in a lyric video. So this is what I'm talking about. So walking down this creepy hall. Okay. So to animate all this by hand would take a little bit longer than it should. So let's see. Walking down this creepy, oh, don't want to do that. Creepy hall. Like so. And then I hate that. Okay. Scale these up. Like so. Take these, align those, bring those over a little bit. And then take this, walking down this, scale these up a little bit. Too much, so like that. And then align these layers, bring this over a little bit. That's pretty good. Excuse for the quick and dirty placement. This doesn't look great at all, but it's gonna get my point. So let's hide this real quick. So you have this, and to animate all this by hand would be awful. I would have to go singly position, keyframe, keyframe, position, keyframe, keyframe. And if you do it a long time, you'll get good, you'll get quick, but it's still not as quick as this. So if I want to animate all this in, look how quick this is. So I want walking down this to come up from the bottom, and then creepy hall, I want it coming in from behind the camera. So now I can just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, alt that, come from the bottom, done. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That, come from the bottom, done. And then this one, I want to fly in from the camera. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come in, bam, and mine's called fly. So there you go. Flies in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Comes in, fly in. And then let's just hide all this. Turn on motion blur for everything. And there you go. And let's see how this looks. Bam. It gives it life. There's this is a perfect basic lyric video. And I was able to animate that quickly. And you could do that you can add whatever type of animation you want and quickly add it to your words. And I'm in the process right now to basically get rid of like words coming in from the left, because I don't have, that doesn't happen a lot. And I'm going to get rid of this wiggle. This wiggle's terrible. And I'm going to start adding animating out that, because I still have to hand animate the words out after this because I don't have those saved. But basically come in here, bring this out a little bit, take this, keyframe the position 1 2 3 4 5, and then let's just bring it all down like that. So still have to do that, but just having that animate in is super quick and doesn't look that bad for a basic thing. So I hope this helped somewhat. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I really suggest getting a lot of things from Video Copilot. I'm not sponsored or anything by it. It's just I use their stuff constantly. I use Twitch. I use so many things by them. And I hope this helped. Like I said, I'll have the link for FXConsole in the description, and I'll have the expression in the description as well as a Google Drive link. So you guys can download that and tweak the parameters and save it as a note file. So whenever you need to add it, you can just copy paste it and be done. It'll be great. So hopefully this wasn't too bad. This is my first video. I will be coming out with a basic tutorial series of how to do lyric videos, basically breaking down how to set up, find assets, everything to make a basic lyric video. I won't go into crazy animations or anything like that, but I will go into how I do it, how I set everything up, how I export, how I organize everything in my projects. It'll probably be hopefully not that long of a video series since it's a basic one. So I'll try to keep the videos roughly 10 minutes or so each video, trying to explain. So thank you guys for watching. Sorry this is a lot longer than it needed to be, but this is my first video. Still trying to get the hang of it. Thanks.